It's not often that we experience something that impacts us deeply, but I recently attended a Pump It Up tournament that unexpectedly impacted my life.
Continue.
Right here.
I want to take you inside the world of competitive Pump It Up to show you that these tournaments aren't just about competition. Pump It Up competitions actually start months before the competition even begins. Players are out grinding the qualifier songs trying to secure a spot in the pro bracket. This tournament in particular had 12 spots in the pro bracket, and I managed to grab the 6th seed. So I did end up securing my spot in the pro bracket, but I still had a lot of work ahead of me. I don't specifically train for any one tournament. Throughout the year, I'm always just trying to improve and get better and work on my weaknesses. And I'm pretty much always ready for whenever the next tournament comes up. The truth is, I actually wasn't planning to come to this tournament because it's scheduled 2 weeks after Beast in the East, which is the biggest tournament of the year for Pump It Up players in the United States. And I did go to that, and with all the travel costs, taking time off of work, and honestly, I was just kind of exhausted afterwards. I didn't know that I would be ready to go to a tournament right away 2 weeks after that. I was honestly just like really disappointed with the bite this year. The competition just didn't really feel like a competition, and it just was very different, and I was kind of disappointed, so I didn't really feel like going to another tournament so soon. But my friend Sehun came up to me and he's like, bro, you got to go to this tournament. It's going to be a great time. You're going to have so much fun. And the more I thought about it, I was like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. I haven't been up to New York and visited the community up there. And I really wanted to meet all the players up there that I haven't met yet. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll have a good time and it'll be fun. So I did end up finding a cheap flight, and I was like, hey, anybody got a place I can crash? And Sehun was like, don't worry, bro, I got you. So honestly, if it wasn't for Sehun, I probably wouldn't have even gone to this tournament. And honestly, I'm glad he hyped me up to come. So before I left for New York, the first thing on my mind as a competitive player is, where's my shoes? I have to have my shoes. They aren't just gear, they're a part of you. The comfort, the grip, the familiarity, they're just going to completely make or break your performance in a tournament. So after I landed in New York, I made my way over to the tournament venue. They were actually holding the Open Division tournament this night, and I believe the top 4 players would make it into the bottom end of the pro bracket and get to play with us the next day when the pro division starts. One of the greatest things is showing up to the tournament venue and you get to meet all the new faces. And I think that's what's really amazing about this community is that you can show up anywhere in the world and you meet these people that share the same passion that you do for this game. And you pretty much just like instantly become family. So I watched the Open Division tournament, mingled around, talked to people, hung out, just kind of checked out the area around the venue. And as tradition demands, at the end of the night, we always closed out with everybody going out to eat. Most of the time, we end up going to like an all-you-can-eat place. In Pump It Up culture, these dinners are absolutely legendary. You're sitting next to your rivals and your friends, just swapping stories and having a great time, talking about life, and then you all eat enough food to shut the place down. Tournament day is always a restless day for me. I kind of struggle to sleep the night before because I'm just like really excited and nervous and just really hyped up. But I end up waking up a lot earlier than I would like to. But then I just kind of get ready, go out, get my breakfast, get to the venue a little early. That way I can get a few rounds in to kind of like get used to the machines because each machine plays a little bit differently than your home machine. So you kind of have to adjust when you get there and then just kind of like mentally prepare for the tournament ahead. So this tournament actually stood out for me in a very special way because a lot of organizers have been trying different formats and some of them are a lot of fun and have a good time. And some of the formats just really aren't that much fun and not very competitive. But this tournament in particular, we went back to like the old school days, back like 20 years ago when I first really fell in love with the game, we got to do the head-to-head bracket style competition, which you can't really do with larger tournaments as easily just because it's so time consuming. But I was very, very excited to get to play this format again. All right, so I just got done with my first match. I did win, so I'm advancing on to the next round. I am playing like one of the top players in this tournament. It's probably gonna be in finals more than likely. So that'll be a fun match, see how I do. I'll try my best, but I am very, very exhausted. Just the lack of sleep. I slept like an hour and a half 2 nights ago, and then about, I'd say maybe 5 or 6 hours last night. So I'm still pretty smoked. Like I'm tired. I did do some caffeine. So I normally don't do caffeine, but we'll see if that helps at all with my next match. But yeah, hopefully I'll do okay, and we'll see how it goes. So as expected, I did end up losing the second round. Edison is just like super, super good. He's really, really talented player. The set had a couple of good songs in it for me, and then one song that I was like really, really bad at. I didn't do terrible on the first song, but then he PG'd it, so there was no chance of me winning that one. And then the second song, I just like couldn't keep up with him on that one. I'm just not as well practiced in that skill set. But it's all right. I have to now fight my way through losers, and hopefully I make a good long run far into the tournament. But now I'm just gonna refuel a little bit and take a break. So I would say this is the hardest part of the tournament, and that's getting knocked out. Getting knocked out is like really tough just because I'm like super competitive and I always want to, do really well and like place well. And I did play well today. I had a lot of good runs. There's just so many talented people in this tournament, and Pump It Up is just more competitive than it's ever been, which is crazy with how long the game has been out. There's still so many players that are playing, and there's a lot of new people that are just like really good. Like Awoken, like, man, he just kind of came out of nowhere and got really good, like really fast. Like his progression is insane, and he's very, very good. And we had a good match, and I had a really good match with Solost and Sehun, and I've just had a really good time here. So like I'm not disappointed in that. It is hard just because I'm competitive, and I just always want to win, and just do the best that I can. So I didn't quite finish exactly how I was hoping. I really wanted to make top 4, but I seeded 6th and I placed 6th. So it kind of is where I should be, but I'm always going to try to push a little bit higher, just because I'm very competitive and I always want to push myself and, raise the bar for myself all the time and just try to get better. But sometimes it can be like really disappointing when I don't get the result that I want because I'm so competitive that I think sometimes I can maybe be too competitive with myself. I just love competing. I love competition. It's the one thing that like really fuels me. But here's the thing, as competitive as I am, honestly, I think the thing that I treasure the most about these tournaments is what happens after the tournament. And that's when we all get to go hang out. For me, it really truly is the late night dinners, the conversations that last all the way until the morning. It's the laughter and the support and the feeling that no matter where you're from, in this place, you belong. But that's the magic of Pump It Up. Yes, it's a game. Yes, it's a competition, but truly at the heart of it, it's a community and a family. So you spend your whole weekend just hanging out and competing and pushing each other to the absolute limit to break new records. And then it's over. The weekend ends, everyone packs their bags and heads back to different states and sometimes even different countries. The hardest part isn't the exhaustion, the sweat, the pressure of the competition, or even losing. The hardest part is just saying goodbye. As I flew home, I couldn't stop thinking about how grateful I am for this community and for the organizers that spend all of their time running these tournaments to help keep this community alive all of these years. All the friends that open their homes to the players that are traveling, and then just all the people in the scene that really make this community amazing. This tournament reminded me why I fell in love with this game so many years ago. It's not just for the steps or the music or the competition. It's because of the people. It's the family that we've built that's spread all across the world, but somehow we're all still connected. This weekend truly gave me something that I will never forget. And to the community, I just want to say thank you. 3, 2,